Hello, I'm John Lyons, and I help businesses grow by selling more things to more people, more often, and for more money. It's what I like to think of as proper commercially focused marketing. So none of your fluffy nonsense, no growth hacking, no shiny new things, just real hitting the bottom line commercial marketing. And I'm a fractional CMO. And what that means is that I'm basically a timeshare marketing lead for businesses. So I can work for a number of businesses at the same time. They all have access to my 20 plus years knowledge and experience, but for a fraction of the cost because it's a fraction of the time. Everyone's a winner. So what got me to this career? So I actually started professionally as an architect, which I learned plenty from. So architecture is the only career that is both a classic profession and a fine art. And one of the things that I really took from it was curiosity. And that led me down a winding career path that took me into marketing 20 plus years ago. So from architecture, I found my way through 3D modeling, animation visualization, graphic design. I then started doing nightclub visuals, moved into web design and digital marketing, and then into marketing. So in my marketing career, I've successfully co-founded and exited two B2B professional service businesses of my own. I've helped a tech startup go to market as group sales and marketing director. I've also been head of creative solutions at a promotional marketing agency. I've been business director at an advertising agency, and I've been responsible for strategy on the loyalty program at the Lego Group. And throughout all of that time, one thing that's been consistent is that I'm always learning. I'm a strong believer in developing and continuing knowledge. So I read about marketing, I read blogs, I read books, I listen to podcasts. I've studied, I've done training, so I've sat all three of the Marketing Week mini MBAs to date, because I'm fascinated by a subject and I like learning more about it. So, and I like sharing that knowledge. So you'll find me quite often speaking publicly on panels, giving keynotes, guesting on podcasts, doing guest blogs, and I enjoy coaching and mentoring too. And one of the things that fascinates me, I consider myself a real advocate of marketing effectiveness. So that's work that works. It's not about subjective, it's about what works. So I'm familiar with all of the latest studies, reports, marketing laws, marketing theories around effectiveness. And it means that you don't have to second guess with marketing. You know what's going to work because you understand how it works. And the principles are the same, they're classic. I've never invented anything in marketing in my life. I follow classic principles, but what I do is I follow them to the best advantages of my clients. So, what does marketing effectiveness mean? Well, it means understanding what works for the consumer, what's going to speak to people, what's going to make them look up and understand that the best option is in front of them and that you're the best option. And that brings me on to the elephant in the room. Why am I sat here wearing a hat, sat in front of some bins? Well, it goes back to marketing effectiveness. So one of the most important things of marketing effectiveness is distinctive assets. Now, if you think of brand value, brand power, it's about pricing power as much as anything. So you will pay more for a brand than you would a commodity. And if you think about a brand, what is a brand? Let's look at Coca-Cola. You've got the white ribbon on the red background. Or Toblerone, you've got the triangular shape. Or Apple, you've got the white headphones. Now, none of those things are inherent to what the product is or what the brand stands for, but they're all signifiers of that brand. You see the white ribbon, you know Coke. You see the white headphones, you know Apple. Now, distinctive assets work, and they've worked for me. The hat and the bins are distinctive assets. Now, do they mean anything? No, not really. Do they represent me in any particular way? No. But they are a bit of a mental reminder of this guy. And the important thing about brand assets, distinctive assets, is that they connect you to the value of the brand. Okay, and I believe in brand, and I believe in creating brand awareness, and I believe in distinctiveness, and I believe that's how you create growth and how you create price power. So the hat was an accident. I bought a rubbish hat, and I posted a jokey tweet about it, and then suddenly the hat sort of became a little thing. And I've seen the power of it. I've been to events, I've been to meetups, I've met peers and people in other industries who recognise me for the hat. They don't only think I'm the hat, they know what I'm about, they know what I deliver, but the hat is a reminder. They see the hat, they see my face underneath it, that's John Lyons. Bins, that were just a silly little joke. But again, in being distinctive, how many other marketers do you see sat in front of bins when they're sharing their knowledge with you? Any? No, none. So they're meaningless, but they're distinctive. And meaningless distinctiveness is an important part of marketing effectiveness, along with many other things. But I'm not as known for all of the other things. Don't need to be. So anyway, I hope that's been interesting. If I can help your business, you know where to find me. John at johnlyons.co.uk, Johnny Ego at Twitter, or John Lyons on LinkedIn.